So the first thing I do in the morning after I brush my teeth, wash my face, all that good stuff, is I take my multivitamin. Right now I'm taking the Centrum. You just take 2 a day. And then I take my birth control cleanse with my breakfast. You pretty much just add 1.5 cups of a liquid of your choice. I chose apple juice because I feel like the flavor just goes really, really well with the flavor of this, which is actually a berry blend. And it's good. You could probably just drink it with water, but I just prefer it with apple juice. So you'll take this pack and you'll just dump it in here. I stir it up and then I drink it. So have you guys noticed any like changes in your pets? I know like Snicklefritz has been acting so funny and so different. I don't know. He's just like running up on me day and night. He just wants to be with me all day, which is strange because I used to go to work, so I don't know why he feels like, I don't know. He's just been really needy. Are you feeling needy during this COVID? Okay, so now that breakfast is over, I figured it'd be a good time to just like sit and chat with you guys and talk about what we've been up to since we've been on quarantine. I think for us, this is about maybe week 6.
We had breakfast. I had toasted and eggs and waffles for breakfast.
So we went to digital learning with our kids' school district about 2 weeks ago, which all honest, like mom moment, I have not been 100% on top of. It does take some getting used to. Each class is being taught digitally. That's gym, art, music, ELA, math. So you have different virtual meeting times for each teacher. So and I know that it's been hard for the teachers too, and it's been hard on this end too. So I'm trying to get like into some kind of routine. Like it's like, I think 9 o'clock now. Mara hasn't even woke up yet. So you can see like what it has been like. Now, Jay is in pre-K, and they have not sent home any work for him. His teacher has called us to reach out. His speech teacher has reached out to us. So they are just kind of, I guess, trying to figure out what they can do for students his age. They're supposed to be sending home packets for grades K through 2. Obviously, Jay doesn't fall into that category. We already had workbooks at home that we were just kind of using. So we've been doing that to keep him busy. And of course I'm still in school, so this has been a great time for me to focus on like my schoolwork. So that's from the school tip. That's pretty much just been what's going on, just trying to get used to like digital learning. And then I went to classes online anyway, so it's just business as usual for me. Obviously I'm not going into my school building. If you guys didn't know, I am a school administrative secretary, and right now our buildings are still closed. We are not allowed to do any type of work inside the building. So I was considering doing what a school secretary is doing during quarantine video, just so you guys can see what kind of changes. We just had breakfast. We haven't even had lunch.
What time is dinner?
No specific time. It's ready when it's ready. This is what quarantine has been like. The kids want to eat all day. The cat wants to eat all day. I want to eat all day.
Me too. She says, Dad does, Grammy does.
Anyway, so I might do a video about what school secretaries are doing during quarantine. Oh, one thing I've been trying to do is support small businesses. It is so important right now to support the small businesses, because when this is all over, we want the small businesses to still be there. Obviously, this is a really hard financial time for everybody. So I've been trying to just find little shops to get things from. For example, I just ordered from a small shop some child-sized masks. Officially here in Maryland, this past Saturday was, I think, the 18th. So April 18th in Maryland, it officially became illegal to leave your house without a face covering. James's mom gave us a couple masks, which was great, but they're not sized for children. Right now, I'm not really bringing the kids out of the house, but I figure if I ever had to, it would be great to have a face mask that would be comfortable for them to wear. So that's one way I've been supporting small shops, and then doing other things like, let me see, kind of thinking forward to like Mother's Day, things that are coming up, just trying to find alternatives to going to stores and buying things. Obviously, you still have to go to the grocery store, but I was thinking of like using small shops to get gifts for Mother's Day, Father's Day, because realistically, we just don't know how long we're going to be at home. In terms of my second job, the dog grooming, technically, most salons have been closed for the company that I work for. My salon is still open. We don't know how long. We don't know if the health department is going to shut us down. We don't know anything. But for right now, technically, they are still open. I go 3 times a week. We social distance. We don't stand near each other. We have our own stations, at least 6 feet apart. We don't bathe the dogs at the same time. So we do maintain our social distance. And even like for the customers, we're currently doing curbside pickup where they can pull up to the curb and we'll come outside and get their pets so that they don't have to go inside the store. So we are taking all the proper precautions in terms of making sure that we are staying safe and the customers are staying safe. I'm trying to think what else. James and I have been meal prepping, trying to meal prep. And when I say meal prep, I mean sitting down and planning out all our meals for the week. We've been trying to do as much as possible breakfast, lunch, and dinner because everyone's home all day. So it's like you do still need to make sure you have meals for each of the 3 meals per day. So meal prepping, school, work, I talked about. We've been working on our financial freedom journey. James is big into that, and he's trying to get me on board. So I don't know if we'll do a video on Christina and Crew or have a whole separate channel for it. I'm not sure yet, but maybe we'll talk a little bit about it. I know that, again, right now it's such a tough time financially for a lot of people, so I'm kind of hesitant to even talk about like what we're doing, but I think it's good to share information. I think it's good to use what we're doing in our story to encourage other people. And I want to encourage you guys to become debt free, to become financially free, because it just feels so much better when you're in control of your own money. So that's that. And then I think that's it. Pretty much in this quarantine, I've been cooking, cleaning. I bought a book that I haven't started reading. But I do want to start reading a little bit more. So I just want to know, like, what have you guys been up to? I need some ideas and some encouragement because I am starting to feel a little bit of the, I don't know what you would call it, like the quarantine blues, the quarantine rut. I don't know. Just feeling like less creative. And, here's another thing. So I had been diagnosed with PMDD, which is like an extreme version of PMS, which is something that women experience before their cycles. PMDD is worse because you have a lot of physical and mental changes. Mental including like just feeling depressed, feeling out of control, feeling just a lack of motivation, just a lot of really bad things from the mental point. And then physically, it's a lot of nausea, cramping, back aches, headaches, and all of these things will start 2 weeks before my cycle starts. So it's kind of a thing where if you look at it from a 1 month standpoint, for 1 month, for 2 weeks out of the month, I'm fine or on my cycle. And then the other 2 weeks, I'm going through PMDD. So just imagine 14 days before your cycle, you're nauseous, you're anxious, you're depressed, So anyway, I had to deal with that with my doctor. They prescribed me antidepressants to take just the 14 days before my cycle. But in terms of physical symptoms, there's no medical way to relieve those symptoms. She recommended meditation, yoga, exercise. Like, there's really nothing, there's no magic pill they can give me to fix the symptoms. I literally have to just try to be active and just try to see what's gonna work to fix this. So yeah, it's been tough, and it's sometimes you don't really realize. I'm not gonna say that you have a problem, but you don't realize that your problem has a title, if that makes sense. So I stopped my birth control October 2019, and when I was going through all these symptoms, I just kind of thought, okay, the birth control was like working its way out. And I didn't even notice that there was a pattern, I would say, until January. By January, I was like, okay, I've had a couple cycles, and I'm just really depressed, anxious, sick, all these things. And it wasn't from pregnancy or anything like that. It was just, but it felt like that, if it makes sense. Like the kind of uncomfortableness that you feel when you first become pregnant is kind of what I feel like those 2 weeks before. Anyway, so again, it was just about like not really knowing that the issues that I was going through actually have a title and a partial solution. So I'm working with my doctor and my husband and everything, and we're trying to find something to get me back on track. I've been taking the birth control cleanse like I showed you guys in the beginning of the video. I'm really, really praying that will like regulate my hormones and alleviate the PMDD, but there's also a possibility that I might just have it and that might just be my reality. So anyway, those are all the updates for my life. I've been rambling for 10 minutes. You can see that Jay left. Snigglefritz is still toughing it out because I told you he's like obsessed with being with me every second of every day. I don't have a problem with that. I'm a crazy cat lady. Anyway, let's get back to what I'm doing today. Okay, so really quickly, a small shop called The Right Stuff Chicks was selling this Dunn Home is Where Mom Is mug. I do realize that at $25 for the mug and $10 for shipping, that's quite costly and more than what we would usually pay. But I figured, we're not out Dunn hunting, so I'm not really spending any money on Dunn stuff, and I really, really was craving some Dunn. So anyway, I got this mug, and it's so cute, and I can't wait to show you guys when it comes in. This rain is so bad here in Maryland. Like, it's like hurricane rain, and I don't have a coat on. Yay! Okay, so here's a funny but not so funny story about why I'm at the laundromat. We purchased a washer and dryer for the house. The delivery men bought it, and it couldn't fit through the door. So they took it back. So I'm at the laundromat during a pandemic. And yes, I brought the kids with me to pick it up. I did not let them come inside the laundromat with me to pick the clothes up. They just sat in the car, but yeah. So I will be going to the laundromat until we find a unit that is small enough to fit through our basement door. So there's that. Also, I do have my little mask here. Isn't this cute with the little bumblebees? My manager at my second job actually purchased those for us, which I just found out our grooming salon was shut down today. A police officer came in and told the manager to shut down. So that's it. Yesterday was officially my last day working at my second job. So back to quarantine life. All right, so we're back home. I changed my shirt into a shirt that's not all soaked because I did get soaked in the rain. Snigglefritz and Jay are here. So yeah, I'm back to pretty much being indoors all day, every day now that my second job shut down. But I guess that's a good thing because now I can focus on like making more content for you guys. So that's gonna be fun, right? Yeah, that's gonna be super fun. Okay guys, I guess it's time to say goodbye since this video is already really long, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Were you happy that we filmed today and got back to like business as usual? My hair is a mess. Okay, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know when my next video will be. I don't even want to try to put like a timestamp on it, but hopefully another one within the next couple days. I'm going to try to post like every 2 to 3 times a week. If you're not already a part of my YouTube family, please consider joining, hitting that subscribe button, and hitting that bell so that you get a notification every time I post a video. You want to say bye?
Bye.
It's bye. It's bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.